Hey guys, Tampa J here, and I'm not in Tampa anymore. I am in Orlando at Woodlawn Cemetery, and I'm here to visit the gravesite of the happy painter himself, the man in front of the black curtain, the guy with the afro, the legend, the magician, Bob Ross. So I can't find the grave. I'm gonna ask this gentleman for some help. Alright everyone, so I've got a better idea on the location of Mr. Bob Ross's gravesite. And while we walk over there, let's just talk more about who Bob was. I remember as a kid watching PBS and just being amazed by what this man could do with the paintbrush. And as said before, it was like magic. And I'm sure most of you will remember the show, The Joy of Painting, on PBS. He would sit there in front of his black curtain with his canvas and his easel. And for those of you who don't know, Bob Ross actually lost his pinky. His father was a carpenter, and so was Bob during high school. And he had an accident and cut off his pinky. And so he would sit there with his easel, had maybe most, I don't know, like 5 to 15 different colors, and he would just use his paint on paint technique painting, would make beautiful murals of the outdoors. And I'm sure that most of you know his work. But for those of you that don't really know much about Bob's life, it's because he was a very private man. He spent 20 years in the Air Force as a drill sergeant, and he had a reputation for being a mean man, and that's one of the reasons why he got into painting. He was in Anchorage. He was stationed in Anchorage, Alaska, and one day he took a painting class and discovered his love for painting. He quit the military, got the famous perm that he's known for. He had a military crew cut, and he vowed to spend his life doing what he loved, and he had a natural talent for it. And that's when he moved back to Florida and started painting. Anyways, I think we're getting close. So guys, I got really lost, and guess where it was? Right where I parked. And another creepy coincidence is, and I swear I did not plan this. I had no idea that today is October 29th, and I'm here on his birthday. Check out the squirrel. If you don't remember, he used to have a little pocket squirrel. Bob was a lover of animals, and he would always bring animals on the show, but I specifically remember about the squirrel, the pocket squirrel. He loved them. Okay guys, so the craziest thing just happened to me. You are witnessing the brother of Mr. Bob Ross visiting his brother's grave on what would have been his 75th birthday. And I just had a great conversation with this man. I won't film him more because he's remembering his brother, but we can turn ourselves and we can conversate here. He was such a nice man that he gave me a personal picture of him and his brother back in 1991 from the brother of Bob Ross, and we just had a great conversation. And again, I am just so shocked that I showed up on Bob Ross's birthday, and his brother showed up at the grave after I'd been searching for almost an hour at the same exact time. And he told me some good stories about Bob that I take to heart. But yeah, so such an awesome experience to be here at the grave of the awesome painter, Mr. Bob Ross. And there's his brother standing by my car. So here I am on Bob Ross's would have been 75th birthday, and I just met his brother Alan. What's that? The squirrel, the pocket squirrel. What's his name? Peapod. That's right, Peapod. Well, thanks again, sir. It was a pleasure meeting you. Your brother was an awesome man. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I just got out and came to Orlando because I'm supposed to meet some friends tonight on Halloween Horror Nights. Had no idea that it would have been his 75th birthday, and had coincidentally at the same time that I met Mr. Bob Ross's grave, I would meet his brother, who in return told me some awesome stories and gave me this personal photograph of him in his home. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Much ahead.